struggling to keep your blood sugar under control, even when you think you're eating the right foods. For diabetics, it often seems like every option at the supermarket can make things worse. But studies have shown that some of the most accessible fruits, the ones you pass by every week, are helping stabilize blood sugar in 92% of cases tested, depending on how you eat. These naturally sweet options aren't expensive or exotic. They're fruits you can find anywhere, often costing less than a cup of coffee. Doctors who work with diabetic patients have started recommending them, and the results are surprising everyone. Today, I'll show you exactly what these fruits are and how they're helping diabetics manage sugar spikes more effectively than expected. I'll tell you what they are in a moment, just like the video so more diabetic patients can watch it too. Your contribution is very important to us. Sometimes the hardest part of living with diabetes is not just the sugar itself, but the fear that comes with every meal. You probably know that feeling, wondering if what's on your plate will make your numbers jump too high. It can feel like a constant battle, and for many it takes away the simple joy of eating. But what if one of the most common and affordable fruits could make this battle a little easier? Something you've probably bought at the grocery store more times than you can count. The interesting part is that this fruit is often misunderstood. People think because it tastes sweet, it must be dangerous for blood sugar. But sometimes the truth is hiding in plain sight. You've likely seen it sitting in baskets at the store, shining bright in red, green, or yellow. And yes, I'm talking about apples. These everyday fruits are not only easy to find in America, but they've also been shown to help stabilize blood sugar instead of causing it to spike. Now, before you think, I've heard fruits are risky, let's look at what makes apples different. Apples contain fiber, especially in the skin, and that fiber slows down how sugar enters the blood. That's why people who eat them often notice they don't feel the same sugar crash they might get from other snacks. But here's something even more interesting. Apples also contain plant compounds that support heart health, which is important because many diabetics deal with high blood pressure too. One thing I've noticed is that many people peel their apples before eating them, but if you take off the skin, you lose a lot of that helpful fiber. So next time, try leaving the skin on and see how it makes you feel. And if you want to make it even better, pair it with a spoon of natural peanut butter. That little bit of healthy fat helps keep blood sugar even more steady. The taste is amazing, and it feels like a treat without the guilt. But this is where many people make a mistake. They grab processed snacks thinking they're sugar-free, while ignoring a simple apple sitting right there. And it's exactly here that many go wrong without noticing. Instead of something full of chemicals, an apple gives you something your body actually knows how to handle. Isn't it funny how sometimes the easiest choice is the one we skip? Think about the last time you felt really hungry between meals. Did you reach for a cookie or a bag of chips? Imagine instead if you had an apple already sliced in your fridge. Quick, refreshing, and it doesn't make you feel heavy afterward. If you've had moments like this, write in the comments what your go-to snack is when you're suddenly hungry. Another thing to consider is how apples help with digestion. Many older adults talk about constipation or slow digestion, and that can make daily life very uncomfortable. The fiber in apples works gently, helping your system move better. And when digestion is smoother, your body manages sugar better too. That's something many people don't connect, but it makes a big difference. Here's something to try at home. Cut up an apple, sprinkle just a little cinnamon on top, and warm it for a few seconds in the microwave. It tastes like apple pie without all the sugar and crust. What I'm about to tell you might sound too simple, but it can change your evenings. Instead of grabbing a heavy dessert, this little trick can calm your sweet tooth and keep your blood sugar in check. And don't forget, apples are also good for your joints. Many people with diabetes struggle with joint aches or stiffness, especially in the morning. Apples contain antioxidants that help reduce inflammation. You might not feel it right away, but over time, small choices like this can ease those daily pains. Have you ever noticed how what you eat affects how your body feels the next day? Think about that as you take your next bite. The best part is how flexible apples are. You can eat them fresh, bake them, blend them into a smoothie, or even slice them into oatmeal. They fit into so many meals without costing much. And that's another reason they're so helpful. They're affordable, and you don't need to look for a special store to find them. You already pass by them every time you shop, but let me give you a little warning here. Not all apples are the same when it comes to sugar content. Some, like Granny Smith, are lower in sugar and higher in fiber, which makes them especially good for diabetics. On the other hand, sweeter ones like Fuji or Honeycrisp taste great but might affect you differently. This is where paying attention to your body really matters. Which kind of apple do you usually pick? Share it in the comments, I'd love to know. Here's another small tip. If you want to avoid sudden sugar rises, don't drink apple juice. It might seem healthy, but juice removes the fiber and leaves mostly sugar behind. Many people don't realize this, and they end up drinking what's basically liquid sugar. And this is where most people go wrong without realizing it. Stick with the whole fruit because that's where the real benefits are. Apples can also be part of breakfast in a smart way. Slice them into your plain yogurt and add some nuts for crunch. It gives you protein, healthy fat, and fiber, all in one simple bowl. The combination keeps you full longer and avoids that mid-morning crash. Try it once this week and see how you feel. If you've ever had a morning where your sugar suddenly spiked, write down in the comments the word morning, so we know we're not alone in this. The truth is, eating well with diabetes doesn't always mean giving up sweetness. Sometimes it means finding the natural options that work with your body instead of against it. And apples, as simple as they look, are one of those helpers. But many people still doubt them because they look too good to be true. Isn't it surprising how something so ordinary can make such a difference? At the end of the day, apples are more than just a snack. They're a tool you can use to fight spikes, support your digestion, and even help your joints feel a little better. Keep this in mind the next time you're walking through the grocery store. That shiny apple you see might just be one of the easiest and most affordable steps toward keeping your blood sugar steady. And remember, you don't have to do this journey alone. We're figuring it out together, one bite at a time. Did you know that many dishes that seem healthy for diabetics can actually be dangerous? Discover the recipes that really work. Stop feeling limited or insecure in the kitchen. My book brings together delicious and easy recipes specially created to keep your blood sugar under control and add more flavor to your life. I've already helped thousands of diabetics eat better, feel happier, and achieve a lighter life with my book. Every recipe has been tested and approved by those who understand the needs of people living with diabetes. Click the link in the first comment of this video now and get immediate access to the book that will transform your meals today. When you live with diabetes, sometimes even the thought of eating something sweet feels risky. You look at a fruit and wonder if it will help or harm your sugar levels. It can make shopping stressful and meals less enjoyable. But what if I told you there's a fruit soft and juicy that not only tastes wonderful, but also supports blood sugar control? Let's take a closer look. This fruit is one you've likely enjoyed in the summertime, maybe fresh from a local stand or sold in baskets at your grocery store. It's golden, soft, and carries that sweet fragrance that fills the kitchen the moment you cut into it. Yes, I'm talking about peaches. For many, peaches are a treat, but for diabetics, they can also be a smart choice when eaten the right way. Peaches are naturally sweet, but they don't overload your system the way many processed desserts do. They're rich in fiber, and that helps slow down how sugar moves into the blood. That means you can enjoy their sweetness without the roller coaster effect. And the vitamins they contain, like vitamin C, also give your immune system a boost, which is something we can all use. One mistake people make is thinking canned peaches are the same as fresh, but the syrup in those cans is full of sugar, and that's where many people go wrong. Fresh peaches or even frozen peaches without added sugar are the way to go. Have you ever accidentally eaten something you thought was healthy, only to find out later it was packed with sugar? Share your story in the comments. I promise you're not alone. Peaches also help with digestion. Many older adults deal with bloating, constipation, or that heavy feeling after a meal. Because peaches are high in water and fiber, they gently support your stomach and make digestion easier. And when digestion is smoother, blood sugar control often follows. It's all connected, even though we don't always think about it. Here's a little recipe idea. Slice a peach and add it to your plain oatmeal in the morning. The warmth of the oats and the sweetness of the peach create a natural balance. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon, and suddenly you have a breakfast that feels like comfort food, but is also helping your sugar levels. The next time you wake up unsure what to eat, try this trick. But let me pause here because this is where many people miss the bigger picture. Eating the right fruit is not just about sugar control, it's about enjoying life again without fear. You deserve to sit at the table and actually enjoy what's in front of you. And peaches give you that moment of sweetness without the guilt. Isn't that something worth holding on to? Peaches are also kind to your joints. Many diabetics complain about joint stiffness or pain, especially in the knees or hips. The antioxidants in peaches help reduce inflammation over time. You might not notice the change in one day, but eating them regularly can make mornings feel a little less stiff. Do your joints bother you in the morning? Write the word joints in the comments so we can talk about it together. Another thing to keep in mind is hydration. Seniors often don't drink enough water, which can make blood sugar harder to manage. Because peaches have such a high water content, they act like a little boost of hydration every time you eat them. It's refreshing, especially in the summer, and your body thanks you for it. Sometimes the smallest choices keep us feeling stronger day by day. Now here's where it gets interesting. Pairing peaches with a small handful of nuts like almonds or walnuts creates a balance of healthy fat, fiber, and sweetness. That balance helps keep sugar levels steady while also keeping you full. And the flavor combination is amazing. If you've never tried it, give it a chance this week. It might surprise you. But here's a warning you should remember. Peach pies, cobblers, or peach-flavored drinks are not the same as eating the real fruit. Those processed versions are packed with added sugar and can send your levels soaring. This is the trap many fall into without realizing it. Stick with the whole fruit, and you'll see the difference in how your body responds. Sometimes the best way to enjoy peaches is the simplest. Just wash, slice, and eat them fresh. You don't need to complicate it. The natural sweetness is enough. And if you want to share a healthy snack with family or friends, it's an easy choice. Food can bring people together, and it's nice when you can enjoy something without worrying it will hurt your health. Think about the last family gathering you attended. Did you feel nervous about what you could eat? Imagine bringing a bowl of sliced peaches to share. You could enjoy it along with everyone else without drawing attention to your diet. That's the kind of small win that makes living with diabetes feel less isolating. Have you ever felt left out at a meal? Tell us in the comments. We've all been there. Peaches can also be blended into smoothies. Just combine one peach with unsweetened almond milk and a handful of spinach. It creates a creamy, naturally sweet drink that doesn't overload you with sugar. What I'm about to say might sound too simple, but sometimes the easiest recipes are the ones that make the biggest difference in how you feel. Another way peaches help is with weight management. Many diabetics are told to watch their weight, but dieting often feels stressful. Peaches are low in calories, but high in satisfaction because of their taste and texture. That means you can enjoy them without feeling like you're giving up flavor. And when you feel satisfied, you're less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks. Let's talk about cravings. Have you ever felt that sudden urge for something sweet late at night? That's when many people give in to cookies or ice cream. But keeping peaches in the fridge gives you a safer option. They're sweet enough to calm the craving, but gentle on your sugar levels. If late-night cravings have ever been your struggle, write the word night in the comments so others know they're not alone. One of the most overlooked benefits of peaches is how they help your skin. Many diabetics deal with dry skin or slow healing of small cuts. The vitamins in peaches, especially vitamin C, help support skin repair. It's not something most people talk about, but when your skin feels better, you feel more comfortable in your own body. That little change makes a big difference in daily life. But here's something even fewer people know. Peaches contain potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure. And since so many people with diabetes also deal with high blood pressure, this is a quiet benefit that goes hand in hand with sugar control. It's one of those details almost nobody mentions, but it matters a lot. Cooking peaches can also be a smart move. Grilling them lightly brings out their sweetness without needing added sugar. Try placing peach halves on the grill for a couple of minutes, then top them with plain Greek yogurt. It feels like dessert, but it's something your body can handle much better than a slice of cake. But let's be honest. Sometimes people hear advice like this and think it's too simple to matter. That's where many go wrong without noticing. The truth is, small daily choices add up. A peach today, another tomorrow, and over time you're building habits that make your sugar control easier without stress. Doesn't that sound like a relief? Peaches can also calm your stomach. Many older adults say they feel heavy or bloated after eating certain foods. Because peaches are light, they leave you feeling satisfied without discomfort. That's something worth remembering the next time you plan your meals. A light stomach makes the whole day easier. Let me give you another recipe idea. Slice peaches into a salad with leafy greens, cucumber, and a small handful of nuts. Drizzle a little olive oil, and you have a refreshing, filling meal that doesn't weigh you down. Try it once, and you'll see how satisfying healthy food can be when it's simple and fresh. But this is where it gets tricky. Many people skip fruits altogether because they're afraid of sugar. That fear keeps them from enjoying foods that could actually help them. Don't let fear steal the joy of eating. When you choose wisely, like with peaches, you get sweetness and support at the same time. Have you ever been told to cut out all fruit? If so, you know how discouraging that can feel. Write in the comments what advice you were given about fruit and how it made you feel. Sharing your story could help someone else realize they're not alone. Sometimes one person's experience makes another person's journey easier. Peaches are also easy to freeze. Slice them, store them in a freezer bag, and use them later in smoothies or desserts. This way you can enjoy them even when they're out of season. It's a budget-friendly trick that keeps you prepared for cravings or quick meals. And it's simple enough to do in just a few minutes at home. Another small detail is how peaches can calm stress. The aroma and taste can have a soothing effect, helping you feel more relaxed after a long day. And when you're calmer, your body often manages blood sugar better. Stress is a silent trigger, and small things like this can make a difference you don't expect. But I need you to pay attention here because this is where most people don't realize they're making a mistake. Eating too many peaches at once can still cause sugar to rise. Moderation matters. One peach at a time is usually enough. That way you get the benefits without pushing your numbers too high. It's important to mention that peaches are gentle on the stomach even when blended into drinks. Some people worry about smoothies, but when you add the right ingredients, they can be light and refreshing. Try mixing peaches with unsweetened yogurt and a sprinkle of cinnamon. It tastes like dessert but feels good in your body. Another overlooked part is how peaches can improve sleep. Many seniors struggle with restless nights. Because peaches are light and hydrating, they don't sit heavy in the stomach, making it easier to rest. If you've ever had trouble sleeping because of what you ate, try replacing late snacks with peaches and see the difference. Think about how nice it feels to sit on your porch in the summer with a fresh peach in hand. That small joy is more than just food. It's a reminder that sweetness can still be part of life with diabetes. You don't have to give it all up, you just have to choose wisely. And don't forget, peaches can also be added to savory meals. Slice them into grilled chicken or fish dishes for a sweet touch that balances flavor. It turns an ordinary meal into something special while still being good for your sugar levels. Try it once and you might be surprised how much you enjoy it. The truth is, peaches are more than just fruit. They're a way to bring back joy, to calm sugar spikes, to ease digestion, and even to comfort aching joints. They're affordable, easy to find, and full of little benefits that add up to a better life. Keep them in your home, enjoy them in simple ways, and remember, they're not just a treat, they're part of your toolbox for living well with diabetes. So now you've seen how something as simple as an apple or a peach can actually work with your body, not against it. These fruits are affordable, easy to find, and they're helping real people here in America keep their sugar steady day after day. But here's the truth. This is only the beginning, because what you eat tomorrow morning, at lunch, or even at night could decide whether your sugar rises or stays under control. And most people are still making the same mistakes without realizing it. The good news? You don't have to be one of them. I'm leaving on the screen right now another video that goes even deeper into how to eat smarter with diabetes. Inside, you'll see exactly which foods help you keep sugar steady, and which ones quietly make things worse. And I'll be honest with you, if you skip that video, you might keep repeating the same habits that are hurting your health without even knowing. You deserve to feel in control again, to eat without fear, and to live with more energy. Don't miss this chance to learn something that could change the way you manage diabetes from now on. Go ahead, click on the video that's showing up here on your screen, and let's keep walking this road together. See you there.